Hey, and welcome. Today, close this. So today is a little bit special. First of all, welcome. Welcome. I'm Marcel, and I'm not alone here, but I'm joined by Shawn. Shawn is here for energy, entertainment, and motivation. Together, we are teaching yoga every day on Twitch live. If you'd like to join in one time, you can do so. But that would make me happy. So, we are going for 45 minutes of an awareness practice first. That is not sweaty, it's physical but not really sweaty. Then we're going for 45 minutes of physical practice where we're going into a pre-handstand workout. Let me quickly check something. And no, that's fine. Then that's accessible to everybody. So the pre-handstand 45 minutes lesson will also be accessible for everybody. Then 25 minutes of meditation in the end, and again a little bit of shavasana. So in total we will do 3 times shavasana for the people that want to exit, right? You can do so after one lesson, right? After 145 minutes you can exit, go out, or you can join in then into the more physical practice if you want so, or you can also just join in for the meditation practice, which will be unguided. I just explain what to do first, like watching your breath. It will be super basic for 25 minutes, and then we'll come out. And if you want to, you can always write in the chat if you have any questions, ideas, suggestions, or anything that came up throughout the sessions. You can write in the chat and I'll answer to it. So, happy to have you here today. Let's start, right? Shall we? So what we're going to do today is just come into our body right now, right here in this moment. Bring the right hand to the belly, the left hand under the chest, and start breathing in deeper into the belly. Feel how the right hand rises, and then the left hand, breathing in deep into the chest. And releasing. And breathing in again. Breathing in. Breathing in deep. And really coming to feel the ground with your feet connected. So we're in a standing position today. Love to do right now standing positions. We kind of evolved from sitting right now to standing, as I think standing is way more beneficial for the people visiting here this channel. So breathing in as deep as you can to the belly, then into the chest, and really learning to breathe. It's really important skill to have. Knowing that you breathe deeply into the belly and into the chest. So slowing down your breathing, not accelerating it. So the frequency is slowing down and the intensity is a little bit higher of the breath, right? So you can slow down, no need to go fast. Release your arms by your sides and lift your arms up. And as you're lifting the arms up, breathe in. And when you have the hands over the head, hold the breath just for as long as it feels good to you, and then release the arms again, breathing out. So imagine yourself as a dirigent, right, in front of an orchestra, and you want to have, if you have the hands down, hold the breath. If you're lifting the hands, breathing in, kind of directing your breath. And you have them on top, hold them just for how long it feels good to you, and then breathe out, release the hands. It's the arms down. Breathing in. Breathing out. And breathing in. Long from the feet to the top of the hands. Release. Breathe in again. Release. Good. And come completely out of it. But honoring your breath that you have right now. Keeping it really deep. Good. And from there, let's start a little bit different than usual. So we're making our magic box here. That's what my friend calls this exercise. From the hips to the shoulders, we create a box that is kind of like engaged. We want to keep that box. Then we extend our hands by our sides and we lean to the right and we lean to the left. And try to keep your head as an kind of like an extension of the spine. But with that I mean it's kind of like going directly in one line through the body, even through the head, right? So we're not bending at the neck, hinging at the neck. When we lean, but we're having the head straight. And when we shift to the right and to the left, you can go a little bit faster, go a little slower, as it feels good to you. Our right leg comes up and our left leg comes up without any effort, because we are already putting in the effort in the hips, right, to keep them as a magic box or as a box. And when we are doing this is really bringing a lot of integration in the body. And the hips are coming up, right? The hips are kind of like still in this line, right? And so we don't have any energy to put into the leg to lift up. So the leg is not like engaged or anything. Good. And then come to the right side, hold it on the right side for a little bit. You can grab around your belly and you can feel what's happening in your left side body and then your right side body. And you should feel that the left side body is engaged right now on the right side, and the right side body is relaxed, and then we change around the side, holding it on the left. And you can again connect with your belly, with your side body. You can feel that the right side body is engaged and the left side body is kind of loose or soft. And then come back into the middle. Good. Release. Let's do one of my favorite exercises right now. Really, really great exercise. It's called a wet towels exercise. So we release the arms by our sides. Bend your knees a little. No, not bending the knees, I mean engaging the knees. Engaging the thighs. And from there, we have kind of no muscles activated in the arms. We go to the left and the right with the belly button, kind of keeping the knees engaged a lot, the thighs engaged a lot. They shouldn't move. And throw ourselves to the left and to the right. So our wrists are hitting our lower spine, giving a massage there. Our wrists getting a massage. They get a massage on their own. Our shoulders getting a lot of juice. And also our whole spine is getting a lot of juice. So it's super great. So first of all, you can either look completely forward, or you can have the head in between the shoulders, kind of going left and right. Completely relaxed. Or you can also fix it to look to the front. Keep your knees engaged, the thighs engaged. They don't want to move at all if you can. You want to get that all the movement is coming from the belly button. It's super hard. If you kind of let loose, something like this would happen, but I over-exaggerate, right? And then close your eyes and release slowly. Releasing, not stopping. And maybe you still feel the impulses going left and right. If you can still feel them, that is where the center of your body lies. And from there, shift yourself forward to the toes, and to the left, to the back, whoop, to the right, to the front, to the left. Circle one more time. When you're at the front again, change the direction. Kind of feel where you can go today. Feel how far you can go. And if you fall out of it, laugh about it. Good. And the next time you're in front, come back, come down with your feet, completely down on the floor. Push into the toes, push into the heels, push into the sides of the foot, and then a big toe mount. Feel connected and distribute all the weight equally throughout the feet. So we don't want to have more weight on the left foot or the right foot, but this is first of all distributed left and right, and then throughout the whole foot, throughout all the toes are connected to the floor. Feel every toe. Good. From there, take a deep breath in and enjoy this feeling. Good. What we are doing next is more awareness in the arms, the fingers, and also in the shoulders and the neck. So we keep on standing like this. At every point, if you like to change your stance a little, you can do so. So, next up, we bring the hands up, whip. Fingers are vertical, then make fists and go up and down with the wrists. Whew. Connect with how the right side feels and how the left side feels. Up and down with the wrists. Good. And release this. Extend the fingers and extend the thumb up as far as you can, and then thumb in, thumb up, and thumb in, thumb up, and in, and up, and in, and see how it feels, and see how your other fingers are moving when you're doing this action. Are they doing the same thing, left and right, or are they feeling different? Is the left side and the right side feeling different, or the same? Compare it. And then circling the thumb forward. Again, connecting to the floor a lot. Throughout your feet, we want to have the weight distributed really good. This gives you a lot of energy in the whole body. And release. Change the side. The thumb circling. Let the thumb circle. And see how it feels to your fingers, right? Also if the fingers are moving in any kind of way. Good. And release. Shake your arms a little. Shake your fingers. Shake your wrists. 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 Good. And from there, bring the hands together, and we want to push into the mounts of the fingers. Wow, my other camera isn't working again, as yesterday. So, need to fix that after. So, pushing into the mounts of the fingers here. And then pushing into the fingers. So first of all, really push into the mounts of the fingers. Why are we doing this? Because we want to know how we can protect our wrists when we are on the floor. So we push into the mounts of the fingers and then into the fingertips. Pushing in and releasing. And pushing in again throughout all the mounts and releasing. Feel all the mounts connected to each other and claw your fingers a little bit and release. And again. And release. 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 Good. Good. Go one more time and release. Shake your wrists a little bit. So if you're doing this correctly, I'll quickly explain a secret here. So if you push into the mounts of the fingers and then the fingertips, there will be a little hole created. So you can look between the palms through, and there should be just this tiny little bit of hole created where you can look through, and then you know you're doing it correctly, right? Good. Awesome. Release the fingers, your wrists. Great job. And from there, let's go a little bit further. Bring the fingers together again. Push into the mounts, the hands together. Push into the mounts of the fingers and then lift the fingers off. Good. Lifting the fingers off and releasing. You can intensify this by bringing the palms down, the wrist angle intensifies, and then it's hard to lift the fingers off, right? But keep it at a point that feels good to you right now. Good. Breathing in deep. Good. One more time. And release your wrists, fingers. Great. How do the fingers feel? How do the wrists feel? And bring your hands up. And from here, claw your fingers. And then make fists. And claw your fingers. And fists. Claw your fingers. And fists. And go again and again. Should feel good. So don't go 100% like, but go 50%. And release. Just to bring a lot of juice to the fingers, right? Good. Release the wrists, fingers. And from here, bring one thumb up to the outside. So right hand up. Bring the thumb to the outside, then grab on with the left hand. Your fingers are pointing down and push a little bit out of the shoulders. So you feel a stretch in the thumb socket. There should be a little stretch. Breathing in deep. Great. And then release. Change the side, other side up, thumb up, grab on, push out of the shoulders. And again, find a stretch through the thumb socket. Breathing in deep. Good. Now soon one of my other favorite exercises comes up. This is also a favorite exercise. I have so many favorite exercises. So bring your hands together, interlace the fingers, and really keep this grab soft. Grab on really softly. No need to grab on hard. And we want to move softly left and right, bringing a lot of movement to our wrist right here. In a 8. Moving in an 8 right here, right now. Releasing the shoulders a lot. From there, how does it feel, first of all? How does the left side and the right side feel? Then bring the one hand up, fix it where it is, grab on with the left hand. And then move your right wrist, only with the left hand. So we kind of let our right wrist be moved by the left hand. The right arm lets itself be moved. But it's fixed in place, right? And see where you can go, experiment a little bit. And release, shake your wrists, shake your shoulders, shake your elbows, and change around, other side. And let your wrist be moved wherever you can. Good. So only the right hand is making the movements right now. And then release, shake your wrists, and grab on maybe in another way. So there are only two ways, so either the one thumb forward or the other thumb forward, right? So maybe change that grab. Yeah, the camera is, I need to unplug it and replug it in just quickly after. And from here, come back into middle right now, and really with awareness, right? With awareness of an equilibrium or a balance. So equilibrium just means a really great balance. And we want to move with the left and the right hand at the same intensity. And then release, shake your wrists, shake your fingers. Take some time, just quickly unplug and replug it in. I hope it works. Or not. Yeah. Good. From here, release that. So, next thing coming up is we want to warm up our palms. Warming up the palms. And bringing the palms in front of our eyes together. In front of the eyes together. And close your eyes. And then connect your palms towards your skin. still feeling the warmth of your hands, right? So if you have them 5 millimeters away from the eyes, you want to feel the warmth emitting from them, and then connecting the hands to your skin and releasing the hands down as rain would fall down on your skin. Bring your arms by your sides and lift your arms up by your side, pointing the palms towards the front, lifting them up, maybe like a little bit higher than shoulder height. And from there, breathe in as deep as you can. Connect to your feet again. Draw the energy up to your head. Breathe in deep, get long. Next breath in, get long from the shoulders to the fingers. So breathe in deep. Next breath in, get the fingers away from each other. So fingers wide, expand the fingers, take up more space with your fingers, breathe in deep. And if your last breath in here, think that you want to hug the whole world. So breathe in as deep as possible and get longer from the feet to the head, from the shoulders to the fingers, and from the fingers. Expand them even more. Breathe in deep. And as you release, give yourself a big hug. Hugging the whole world, hugging you. Awesome. Smile a little. How does it feel? Releasing your arms and coming one more time together with the other arm on top. Breathing in deep. And changing one more time, and we're going now for eagle arms. But first of all, make sure that you bring your hands a little bit up, so the hands are kind of like on the shoulders touching, and this is already really good. So don't push yourself too much up with the elbows, especially now that we're going further into this pose. So we bring the hands together if you can. Hands together in this position, and then pull a little bit up. But be really careful here, as this is really intense. You don't want to push just up. You want to go a little bit up and don't go too far. And then release and change around again. Hug yourself at the shoulders. Awesome job you're doing. Then bring your hands up. Grab on, kind of like on the palms. One hand on the palm, and then push yourself a little bit up. Lift a little bit up with your left arm, or the right arm, the one arm that is under the other. And breathe in deep. Release. Great. Great for our lower back. Shake your arms. Shake your arms, shake your elbows, shake your shoulders. And from there, let's bring our chin to the right shoulder. So there's now like the breathing, the really deep breathing, using the breath as a tool part is coming up. So honoring this part as well, bringing the chin to the right shoulder. And release your shoulders down as far as you can. Breathe in as deep. And breathing out, bringing the chin to the left side. Breathing in deep. Breathing out. Chin to the right shoulder. Breathing in deep. Breathing out. Chin to the left. Breathing out. Connect with your breath, right? With your rhythm of the breath. And go with your rhythm of the breath. And make your breath deep, right? So we want to use the breath as a tool here. As deep as you can. And by using the breath as a tool, I mean you will feel the stretch intensify. Awesome, good job. Two more times, so one more time each side. Come into the middle of your head and then bring your right ear to the right shoulder. Not drawing out your right shoulder, but releasing the shoulders down as good as you can. Right ear to the right shoulder. And breathing out, releasing the head forward and down. And changing to the side, to the left. Left ear to the left shoulder. Again, be connected to the floor with your feet. Again, connect yourself good, as we did before, for all the sides of the feet, with big toe mound. Release your shoulders down a lot. Breathing out, release the head forward and change the side. Right ear to the right shoulder. And breathing out, release the head forward and changing the side. Left ear to the left shoulder. And breathing out. Breathing out. Using your rhythm right now again, of the breath to guide you. Release the shoulders a lot. Use your breath to soften. Soften the shoulders down, soften the movement. Great. So next time on the right side, bring your right hand up, release the shoulders still down as good as you can, and bring the right hand just to the left ear. This is optional, you don't need to do that. If you're already feeling a good stretch through the left neck, left shoulder, you don't need to do that. And then from there, release the right shoulder down a lot. Engage your left arm and pull a little bit down with your left shoulder. Breathing in deep. And breathing out. Left ear to the left shoulder. And then do the same side on the other, same thing on the other side. Grab on next to the ear. Engage your right arm, pull it a little bit down. Be careful here, right? Go slow. One more deep breath. And release the head forward and down. Bring your head up into the middle. Great. Good. And from here, release. Whew. And let's do cat-cow standing today, because we haven't done it standing. We have done it sitting on our back, on all fours, but standing we haven't done it yet, so let's do it standing. Okay. From here, we arc slowly from the lower spine up, breathing in. So coming slowly up, looking up, and rounding down, top of the head down, rounding down, and then arcing up again from the lower spine up. Rounding down from the lower spine, from the top of the spine down, and arcing up again. Rounding down. And arcing up. Rounding down. And arcing up. Round. And arcing up. Rounding down. Breathing out and breathing in, arcing up. Never done this before, standing, but it's fun. It should be no problem. It feels a little different because you need to kind of balance at the same time. Good. And from here, release. Stand up straight, bring your arms into the sky. Breathe in deep. And release your arms. Let me check the time. Yeah, awesome. That's great. Let's come to the floor. Come to the front of our mat. And come down. Lay down on your floor. It's a little bit irritating with the other camera. My other camera doesn't really want to work, right? So let's give her time, a moment to relax, as we give our time a little moment to relax for ourselves. So we're just doing some more practices to come out of it. So I'm thinking about windshield wipers, but let's go just one side. Let's do it a little bit slower than usual. So I mean, there are two variants to it. Either going fast left and right, or just holding it on one side. I think holding it on one side is more beneficial. So bring your arms next to the sides and shift your hips to the left, and then release your knees to the right. So what's important is here is we want to have the shoulders down. Shoulders down is the first thing we want. Our belly lifts clearly off the floor here. So we want to find a stretch throughout the back, not just on one point, and we breathe in deep. And with your breath, you can go slowly deeper into this pose. And again, if you're up, you shift the hips a little bit to the left, and then release the knees down to the right. Breathe in as deep as you can. The belly. And into the chest. And release. It should be feeling really good. Just trying to keep your shoulders on the floor here. This is the important part. Breathe in as deep as you can. And release your legs back. Come back into the middle and go slow. Go slow. Take your time, right? Then shift your hips to the other side and release your legs to the left. Breathing in as deep as you can into the belly, into the chest. Release. And breathe in again as deep as you can. Keeping your shoulders as good as you can on the floor, and then slowly releasing it back. Coming back to the middle. And extend your legs. Feet are falling apart, falling on the side, falling apart. The toes are falling away from each other. Arms are lying by your sides, palms are pointing up towards the sky, and just be where you are right now in Shavasana. Release all the tension in the back, all the tension. Just be. Feel how your body's feeling. Just be. I mean, just be. Nothing to do there. Just be. I will get you back to your body in some minutes. Just 2 minutes. Deepening your breath. Start to move your fingers, start to move your toes. Come back to your body, having your eyes still closed. Bring your knees in towards your belly and shift yourself to either the left or the right side body, coming to lie on your floor, on your side body. Relaxing the shoulders, the neck, the tongue. Softening your face, softening your whole skin. Relax the chest, the belly, the hips, the legs, the knees, the ankles, the heels, the toes. With your next breath in, feel carried by the gravity of the earth. And with your next breath, lift yourself up, come into a final sitting pose, just a quick sitting pose. Bring the hands in front of the heart together, keeping your eyes still closed. Honoring your balance within yourself, the balance within yourself. Honoring your yoga practice today. Very well done. Release the arms and opening the eyes, and welcome back. Thanks so much for practicing with me today. So this was the first 45 minutes. We're going now for the second 45 minutes. The first 45 minutes was all about awareness practice, bringing balance into the body. And the second 45 minutes will be more physical right now. So we're going up to a handstand, and it will be accessible for everybody. So if you like to join, you can do so. It's a little bit more physical, and all the poses, there will be variations to it, and you should be able to do it. If not, please tell me in the chat, and we'll find something else to do. So thank you so much for being here today. If you're just leaving right now, have a wonderful rest of the day. If you're just joining, welcome. I'm Marcel. I'm not alone here, but I'm joined by Shawn. Shawn is here for energy, entertainment, and motivation. He's the little dragon up there. I need to put him somehow closer to the camera, but I didn't figure that out so far. So yeah, let's see about that in the future. There's so much fun things coming up in the future, right? So yeah, and let's start right off with the second lesson right now. So please come to a sitting pose right now. Sit up on something, maybe on some books or sitting pillow. And come down, take your time coming down. Bring your arms by your sides and bring them up. Breathe in deep, from the belly into the chest. And breathing out, releasing arms down. Breathing in again. Just to connect a little bit with your breath. Connecting the movement to your breath, right? If you're lifting the arms up, breathe in. If you're putting the arms down, breathing out. And breathing in. And breathing out. And in. And out. Great. And in. And out. Great job. And release your arms. Good. And because we haven't done it so far, we're doing some shoulder actions right now. Bring the hands to the thighs, the palms to the thighs, and move the hands forward and backward. Connect with the feeling of warmth on your hands, on your thighs, and from there move your shoulders forward and upward, backward and down, forward, upward, backward and down, and continuing the movement of the hands on your thighs, feeling the warmth, feeling the feelings, all the feelings on the thighs. So where do you feel something? On the palms or on the thighs or on both? And with that said, also focus on the shoulder movement. Bring them back and down. Great job. Find a good balance of the speed, the rhythm. Breathe in deep. Good. One more deep breath and then we change. Good. Release. And let's come to all fours. Transitioning slowly. As the transitioning is also part of the practice, we want to make sure that we're transitioning in a way that feels good to you, that does yourself a favor instead of hurting yourself. You want to feel good when transitioning. Transitioning is such a great part of yoga, right? It's kind of keeping stable in the pose, but then also transitioning between. And then from here, arcing up slowly arcing up from the lower spine, slowly up, vertebra by vertebra up, looking forward, breathing in, rounding down from the top of the head down, rounding down, arcing up from the lower spine up. Rounding down from the top of the head down. Arcing up from the lower spine up. Rounding down from the top of the head down. Arcing up from the lower spine up. Rounding down. Arcing up. And rounding down. Vertebra by vertebra down. Try to find something new, especially if you have done this exercise for quite some time. Try to find something new. Rounding down from the top of the head down. And from here, bring the right elbow to the floor, grab on with the left hand. And what we want to do here is keeping the left hand straight. Yeah, you see. You see that the left hand is now really straight, and we are taking this exercise into new territories. So we are arcing up and we're rounding down. Left hand straight, left arm straight all the time. Left arm straight, arcing up. Is your left arm still straight? Rounding down. Is your left arm still straight? Really keep it completely straight. Breathing in, arcing up. Don't push yourself too much, but push yourself a little. Arcing down, rounding down. Top of the head down. And the arcing up again. Left arm still straight. Good job. Come back into the middle. Good, and come up. Change the side. Important thing now. Right arm straight. You guessed it, I hope. Arcing up slowly. And rounding down from the top of the head down. Arcing up. And rounding down from the top of the head down. Arcing up. And rounding down. Great. And come back to the middle. And from the middle, let's just do what feels good to you right now. So you can move in all kind of ways, but keeping the shoulders over the wrist and the hips over the knees. So you can shift your hips to the left, you can come forward and back, but trying to keep the hands where they are and the knees where they are. You can come to the back completely, come to a upward facing dog, come to a child's pose, bend your elbows, release the head, release the neck. Do what feels good to you right now. Feel within your body what feels good. What your body needs right now, right? And maybe if you don't have any idea of what to do, think about the snake that moves forward and try to make a snake moving forward. With your hips, kind of imitated move the hips, right? Or making an 8 with the hips, also completely fine. See how fast you want to go. slow, and then, woo, party, party. It feels like dancing almost for me right now. Good, it was funny. Okay, great. So from here, good. Bring your hands a little forward, and yeah, come on your fingertips, and walk a little forward with your hands, with your fingers, keeping your hips over the heels until we are in a good direction, like hands are really far forward. And we want to have your chest still somewhat up. We don't want to lean completely down, but we want to have the chest engaged. Our head is an extension of the spine, so it's not looking up like really, but it's an extension of the spine. Breathing deep into the belly, into the chest. Our shoulders are somewhat engaged. Find more space in the lower spine, in the lower back. Breathing in deep into the belly, the chest. And then slowly come back up. Great job. Shake, sit back on your heels, shake your arms, shake your shoulders a little. Whew, great. Okay, let's go a little bit. We need to start slowly with our handstand practice after some more warm-up. Push into the mounts of the fingers a lot, coming to downward facing dog. Push your hips into the sky. Bend your knees, so hips go up into the sky. Bring your chest a little bit up, knees are bent, and get long from the heart to the fingers. Long from the heart to the fingers. Arms are long. Head is an extension of the spine. And from there, push your hips up into the sky. And if you know what I mean, turn the thighs inward and back. Spreading the butt cheeks like a flower into the sky. That's what my teacher always said. Bring your chest a little bit up. Find more space in the lower back. Great. Great, great, great. And then release. Look forward between the wrists. Start walking forward until we're at forward fold. Here, forward fold is important. Hips over heels. So if you're not as flexible, a lot of the weight will be over the toes. That's for me as well the case. Release the head, release the neck. Bend your knees and stand up with a straight back. Breathing deep. Make your arms long and bring the hands in front of the heart together. Great. Close your eyes just for a moment. And release the arms, open the eyes. Great. How does your body feel right now? Shake your feet a little bit. And from here, just start jumping. Releasing the shoulders, releasing the neck. And maybe just jump out of the knees first. And try to release all the muscles that are not used right now. So the shoulders, neck is released. The arms are released. Oh, this feels so good. So you see, the shoulders are jumping, the neck is jumping. And from there you can also intensify the jumping a little by jumping out of the heels and maybe even leaving the floor. And you really want to land completely in your heels. So stand down on the floor with the toes first and then kind of step down a lot with the heels. And then come into your knees, right? Kind of with the knees you want to. Great. Up, feet down. In German it's up, feet down. It's like spring in the knees. You want to feel that, right? Good. And then release. Great job. So from here, let's come down to all fours. Just make your way there. No but transitioning slowly and smoothly and feeling good about yourself meanwhile transitioning. Great. So finding a way that feels good to you. Transitioning is so important. So what we're doing today is wrist push-ups. So first of all, in this position you want to take the hands either a little bit closer or further away. Further away is more hard, closer is easier. So what we're doing is we're giving all the weight to the wrists, to the hands, and we want to push up with the mounts of the fingers. These are the mounts of the fingers, important. You want to push in there. Push into the mounts of the fingers a lot. Push in and then lift up your wrists and down. So pushing in a lot and down. And we go for around like 20. If you're really new to this, if you never have done this, you're just going for 10 and then come out and see how it feels. So you want to make sure that it feels that you get the technique and that you're doing it right. So pushing into the mounts of the fingers and then lifting up with the wrists. We don't want to lift up with the hips. We don't want to do that kind of movement, but we want to give the weight there and lift up. So enough explained, but let's go. Push in and lift up. Let's go for around 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Sit back on your heels, and you should feel like either a burning in the lower arm or some warmth in the lower arm. Then you know that you're doing it correctly. Shake your wrists a little bit, and then let's go again. Push into the mounts of the fingers a lot, all the mounts of the fingers, and push up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Good. Shake your wrists, shake your fingers. How does it feel to you? And we go 1/3 time for around 30 if you like. If you're new to this, don't worry about it. It will come with time. For now, it's more like practicing the technique. Don't worry if you can't do so much. Do 5 or do 10. You're completely fine. Doing great. Pushing into the mounts of the fingers again a lot. Push in, lift up, and down. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 2, 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1, and one slow. Good. Release. Shake your wrists. Shake your fingers. Woo. Woo. Great. Maybe interlace the fingers a little bit and turn left and right. Great. Good. Oh. And from here, let's come forward to the hands. Push into the mounts of the fingers, claw the fingers. Your index finger are pointing forward. Clawing the fingers a little bit. Shifting your hips up into the sky right now, coming back into downward facing dog. And what we are doing here is we start slowly bending the knees, getting long from the fingers to the hips. And we kind of want to have strong back, strong hips, one line, and then we start jumping. And just jump a little bit and see where you can go. Oh, that's annoying. Good. Jump and come down. And you don't need to go far up, but you're jumping just a little bit. And important here is that we push into the mounts of the fingers, because this pushes us down back to the floor. So if you're jumping and pushing into the mounts of the finger, this is pushing us down back into the floor, and see where you can go. Good. So can start to control with the pushing into the mounts of the fingers when you want to come down again. Good. Bringing your knees to the sides, big toes together. And you can just jump really, really slow, really low. That's completely fine. Bring your hands forward and come into a, sorry, it's probably loud. Come into a child's pose, bring your shoulders away from the ears. Breathe in deep. And come up. Shake your wrists, shake your fingers. And we go one more time. Bring your hands forward, push into the mounts of the fingers, claw the fingers. Shift your hips up into the sky, bend your knees. And again, as before, as with the wrist push-ups that we did, on the push into the mounts of the fingers, and this pushes us down to the floor. So bend your knees, jump. And this pushes us down into the floor. If you put there some pressure, right? And you can just jump like here, where you are. Just a little, trying to keep your one line from the hands to the hips. Great. And really little jumps also work really good. Small jumps. Great. And release. Knees to the sides, big toes together. Sit back on your heels and reach forward. Shoulders away from the ears. Breathe in deep. So today we're going up to a handstand. We're currently warming up. And come up again. Whew. Bring your hands forward, push into the mounts of the fingers, hips up into the sky, and then walk back with your hands. Whoop. Coming into a forward fold. Forward fold is important that you have the hips over the heels. So when you have the hips over the heels, probably a lot of the weight will be over the toes. Release the neck and release the head down. And from there, slowly bring the hands forward. Foot width distance apart from the feet. Push into the mounts of the fingers a lot. Claw the fingers. And then shift all the weight down into the hands and step with your toes forward. So foot width distance one more time. Push into the mounts of the fingers a lot. Clawing the fingers. And then slowly giving all the weight to the hands, to the arms. All the weight. And then step in or lift the toes off the ground. You can also do this when you have the legs more bent. Completely fine. Foot width distance. And do this until we're at the front of the mat. Let's go. Whoop. And it's not a jumping, but it's really a kind of a slow movement, if you want. So bend you at the knees when you're at the front, and stand up with a straight back. Bring your hands into the sky, breathe in deep. And bring the hands in front of the heart together. Although if body feel right now, connect with your body. Great job so far. Good. And from here, bring your hands up, breathing in and falling forward. Bring your hands down on the floor, bend your knees maybe a little bit, push into the mounts of the fingers, step your feet a little bit back if you like to. I think it's good if you have some space between the wrists and the feet. And then give all the weight to the hands. But now we want to go away. Instead of taking the feet closer to our hands, we want to go away with the feet, so shift all the weight there and step a little bit back. Give all the weight there and step. Good. Breathe in deep. Push into the mounts of the fingers a lot, really important. Great. And when you're at the back, start walking forward with the hands until we're in a plank position. If you like, you can put the knees down. Otherwise, we are going to chaturanga directly. So breathing in and down, chaturanga, elbows by the sides, and come up and down, and up, and down, and up. And down, and hold it down. And shift yourself up. Come back to downward facing dog and walk back with your hands. Great. From there, bend your knees and stand up with a straight back. Bring your hands up into the sky and bring the hands in front of the heart together. Close your eyes. Take 1 or 2 deep breaths. And release the arms. Open the eyes. Great job. So next thing we're doing is bring the arms up into the sky. Coming to the floor to show it to you better. Arms up into the sky. Push your palms up into the sky and then draw the fingers back down to your body. And also engage the shoulders up. So shoulders, leaving shoulder socket. Drawing the fingers down, pushing the palms up into the sky. Drawing the belly in and up. Get long. Great job. And release your arms down. Shake your wrists, shake your fingers. Whew. Next thing, just bring the arms in front of you, push out of the palms, and draw the fingers back to you. Breathing in deep, pushing out of the palms, drawing the fingers back to you, and pushing out of the shoulder sockets. Shoulders. Breathing in deep, and releasing. And again up. Pushing out of the palms, back to the fingers. And release. Whew. Great. So by doing this, like by bringing the hands up, pushing the palms up, drawing the fingers back down and shoulders up, we are already in a handstand, right? And this is super important to know, right? Already in a handstand. Great job. So then bring your feet to the shorter side of the mat. So toes are pointing forward the way where we're looking. Bring your hands next to the sides, extend them, and you want to have the feet approximately under the wrists. Great. And then hinge at the hips, so check with your lower spine that it's not rounding. can bring one arm there on the lower spine, and if there are vertebrae sticking out the lower spine, then you're too far down. So search the correct position for you today. Honor that position. Push into the outer edges of the feet and engage the knees. Great. Great, great, great. And from there, round down slowly. If you're already on the floor, you're doing great. But honoring where you are today, honoring where you are today, is such a good thing, right? Then bring the left arm, the left hands, the right hand and the left hand to the left toes. Say hello to the toes on the left side. Meanwhile, keeping the right leg engaged, or the feet saying hello there. How are you doing, foot? How are you doing, toes? And then come back in the middle, change the side. Say hello to the right legs, toes. How are they doing? Maybe tickle them a little. Good. Come back into the middle. And from here, either the hands are on the mat or off the mat, not in between. Important here. On the mat or off the mat. Push into the mounts of the fingers. Claw the fingers a lot. Push into the mounts of the fingers and then step together, jump together, and jump apart. So we want to bring all the weight again to the hands, push into the mounts of the fingers, and then step together, jump together, and jump out. Good, and this should be quite easy. And if you're doing it the first time, just go for around 3 or 5. And if you have done it already, go for a round of 10. And let's go for about 10. Good. And from there, slowly move up. Hold on your thighs, come up, and stand up slowly. And now we have our wrists completely warmed up. Let's warm up our back a little bit more. And then we're going up to handstand or a handstand variation. Don't worry, it's accessible to everybody. So come to the floor, bring your arms to the sides, hold on to the sides. And first of all, we want to bring both legs up, and then we want to push into the lower back here. A lot. Pushing into the lower back here a lot. Hold on to the sides and slowly move down with the legs. Not losing the side, right? Pushing into the lower back here a lot. And slowly going down with the legs. And you see it's quite exhausting, especially if you also talk meanwhile. And just going where you can really have the back still touching the floor. And check it with your hands. Good. Good. And as soon as you lose the back on the floor, it should come up again. So let me check the time. Yeah, we have time for another time coming from the bottom down, really. But let's relax for a moment. Take one deep breath. Good. And then pick your feet up again, bring them up, and push in your lower back. So the lower back is really connected to the floor. And you want to kind of have this, right? And then slowly come down. keeping your lower back at the floor at all times, at all costs. Good, and then release it. Take a break, take a breath. This is quite hard if you really focus on the lower back, keeping it on the floor. Really good for your belly muscles. And yeah, let's go. Let's come to a wall. So as said, this is available for everybody. So if you like to do variant 1, we're doing variant 1 all together. Then I'll show you variant 2 and variant 3. And you can decide if you're going for variant 2 or variant 3 or staying at variant 1 in the second cycle. So let's start with variant 1. Variant 1 is bringing the hands on the wall. Good. Hips 90 degrees. And drawing the belly in and up and pushing into the mounts of the fingers. Drawing the belly in and up. So kind of having the same muscles engaged that we just had engaged before. Kind of have this straight back here. Pushing into the mounts of the fingers, clawing the fingers. And you want to bring your eyes up to between the wrists. So bring the head up and look between the wrists. Great job. Push into the mounts of the fingers a lot, claw the fingers a lot. Great job. And release. Great. This is variant 1. This teaches you a lot already for handstand. And you can now take a break. I'll show you the 2 other variants, and then you can decide which variant you like to do. So variant 2, please just watch right now, unless you know it already. Extend one foot away, also sit down at the wall, extend one foot, measure the distance with one finger, put your wrists there, and then coming up. And we're doing the exact same thing as we did before. So pushing into the mounts of the fingers a lot. And drawing the belly in and up. And look it between the wrists barely. Great. And then release down. This is variant 2. If you like to do variant 3, we come into plank position, close to the wall with the feet. Then we walk up with the feet and walk in with the hands at the same time until we are really close to the wall. So way closer, pushing into the mounts of the fingers all the time, and then walking down again with the feet and the hands, pushing into the mounts of the fingers a lot. Good, and coming down. So if you have never done variant 2, I'll advise you to try variant 2. So again, measure the distance with one foot, sitting on the wall, putting the hands there, stepping up and coming into kind of like the turned variation of variant 1. Or you can just decide to do variant 1 again. So right now, decide and choose either variant 1. I'm doing variant 1 again. There's a lot to find also in variant 1. Or you decide for variant 3 or variant 2. In variant 1, we really want to push in mindfully into the mounts of the fingers and claw the fingertips. Drawing the belly in and up. Great job. Doing really good. And then release. Shake your wrists, shake your fingers. Very good job today. So from here, come to the front of the mat and sit down. Bring your feet up. Bring your feet up, one foot up. Grab on your thigh. Thigh, knee engaged, foot up, toes up. Shoulders are on the floor. If you can, have the shoulders on the floor, do it. Engage out of the knee, engage out of the thigh. Then draw the toes down and the foot down. The toes up and foot up. And see if your stretch changes. Also anchor the left foot. If your right foot is up, anchor the left foot and anchor the hips. Important. Good. From there, maybe draw in a little bit more. Good. And then release the arms, trying to keep your foot lifted like this, and then release down. Great job. Change around, other foot up. Grab on below the knee and draw in a little bit. Engage out of the knee. Keep your right foot rooted down, hips rooted down. Then point your toes up, draw the toes down and the foot down. Toes up, foot up. Toes down, foot down. Toes up, foot up. Toes down, foot down. Toes up, foot up, toes down, foot down. Doing great. Maybe draw in a little bit more. Engage out of the knee. Keep your shoulders on the floor and release the hands down. Release the legs slowly down. Great. Shake your legs, shake your hips a little. Great. And from here, slowly bring your feet up, taking it really slow. Bring your feet up, grab on between your legs through, and if you like, you can grab on to the outside of the feet, or with the index finger and the middle finger on your toes. I'm doing it like this, so I'm not as flexible, so you can move a little bit more to the right and to the left. And you can fall to the right and fall to the left. You can bring your legs up if you like. We're in happy baby pose and just massage our back a little bit. Good. Should feel good to you and your back. And roll a little bit back and forth maybe. Back and forth a bit. Good. And from there, good. Yeah, we release the feet. Coming into Shavasana, our arms are by the sides. Palms are pointing up towards the sky. Toes are facing away from each other. And just be in Shavasana for only about 1 minute, 2 minutes. Just be. Just be. Deepening your breath. Start to move your fingers. Start to move your toes. Coming back to your body. When you're ready, keeping your eyes still closed. Drawing the knees towards your belly and shifting yourself to either the left or the right side of your side body. Coming to your side body and releasing all the tension in your neck, in your shoulders, in the chest, in the belly, in the hips, in the legs, in the knees, in the heels, in the ankles, in the toes. Softening your face. Great. Breathe in deeply. And find an inner balance right now. Great. And with your next breath, lift yourself up. Come into a final sitting pose. Bring the hands in front of the heart together. And thank you so much for practicing with me today. Honoring your yoga practice. Honoring your inner balance right now. And releasing the hands, opening the eyes. And yeah, I sure enjoyed the practice. I hope you did too. And we're kind of at the end, but today we're going to do some more meditation. So we're going for 25 minutes of meditation. And yeah, after that we'll see if I'll do something else. But I think after that we'll finish it up. So if you like to join the meditation, you can do so. It will go for 25 minutes. And I will get you back out of it again. And after the 25 minutes we will lie down in Shavasana one more time, just for 5 minutes, and then we'll get back out of it. More direct than coming up more direct afterwards. Then right now that we just did. So if you like to join in, or if you're just leaving, have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you so much for being here. If you're just joining in, then welcome. And we're going for 25 minutes of meditation. And what you will be doing, of course, if you have questions about it, or if there's something coming up, please ask me, please write to me in the chat. And what we will be doing is just focusing on your breath. So focusing, as soon as you're kind of going somewhere else, don't judge it, but come back to your breath. Never really judge it if your thoughts go somewhere else. That's all right. That's bound to happen. It's bound to happen for everybody. So we're not saying to ourselves, we kind of are non-judgmental. We are non-judgmental. We are not doing something, oh, you must come back to the breath right now. You're so bad. You're doing so bad. No, we're kind of like easygoing. Oh, yeah, I was thinking about that. Good, I'm coming back to the breath now. Like easy, non-judgmental, not labeling, right? Good. And yeah, I think about something like writing something on the screen that we're doing meditation. So if somebody's coming in and nobody's saying anything, that they know what's going on. So I'll do that quickly, and then we start with the meditation. For the meantime, if you'd like to join in, please find a good sit. Find somewhat to sit on, maybe a pillow, maybe a chair, completely fine if you like to do it in a chair, or maybe some books. And then find a good sit, maybe in this sit that I am right now. I'm kind of like automatically changing the sit sometimes. And anytime it starts to feel uncomfortable to you with If in between the meditation, please feel free to change it. It's not like powering. I mean, some meditation practices are like, okay, you need to power through the uncomfortable things, but we can make it comfortable, and then we can really also go really deep. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. So let me quickly set this up. So we're going for 25 minutes. We're kind of coming out of it at 18 o'clock. So let me write something here. Just let's create a new text. And let's make it bigger. Oh, that's big. Okay. Can we do it dark? Okay. Let's do it like this. So let's start. Let's start right away. I hope you can still, yeah, all fine. Let's sit down and find a good sit for you. Feels good to you right now. And start breathing in through the nose. I kind of guide it just at the beginning, and then I'm done. I won't say anything. Just when you're losing your focus, come back to your breath, non-judgmental. So breathing in. Now then feel how the warmth of the breath changes. So if you're breathing in, cold air comes in. If you're breathing out, warm air goes out. And now, relaxing all the body, just focusing on your breath. Enjoy this meditation today. Thank you so much for joining. Have a wonderful meditation. See you afterwards. Slowly, slowly come out of it. And start lying on your back. I hope my battery is enough charge to close the session slowly. So lie on your back and extend your feet. Toes face away from each other. Arms are lying by the sides. Palms are facing upward to the sky. I hope you can hear me somewhat. Just be. Just be. slowly come out of it. I hope you hear me slowly come out of it. Take your time. Come back to your body. How did that feel? Is that good? So now we're going through the other microphone at the moment. Let me close the window as we're going through the other microphone. And it's probably harder for you to understand what I'm saying, right? So, let's do something else right now. And we're not closing it here, but let me put this away. Let me check quickly my phone and kind of oh. Okay, got an email. Chip. Can I? Okay. It's interesting, but I will read after. What I wanted to do is check this one here. Oh yeah. Good. Just wanted to quickly check if there's something going on, or able something that I could tell you, right? But it's nothing. So nothing really mention worthy. But I wanted to do a little TikTok here. Right now on camera, not on this camera, but on this camera with the phone. And what I'm going to do is just some quick exercises that we already did. As we're still completely warmed up for handstand, as we did a lot of handstand work, right? I want to do quickly a handstand exercises to kind of like show to my friends that sent me some suggestions of how to train. Okay, so there's two things, right? I'm doing it on this wall, it should be good. So coming on the wall, you want to step away from the wall as far as you can, so that you still can touch with your back on the wall. So yeah, if you have a mat that gives you a lot of like pressure, you can step quite far away, I guess. You can also go up like this again. And lift the hands up. Right, that's strange. Yeah, something is happening in my lower back, right? Don't quite know what's happening. But I want to have the lower back still on my wall. That's kind of like... yeah. I kind of feel it. Breathe in deep. Good. Whole back on the wall. If I try to release, yeah, I will come up way. So trying to breathe in deep. yeah, it's somewhat strange. It wants to come up the wall, and you need to push back. So the belly is somewhat engaged, right? So as we're drawing the back to the back. And I think it's like this, or even like this, I guess. Yeah, this is it. I think it's this. I think it's this. It's not straight up, but it's this. This is even harder. I don't know why. Oh. I don't exactly know why, but this is harder. This is a little easier. Good. Release. Wow. This is another practice. Yeah, that I'm going to record quickly, I guess. Pushing the arms against the wall without losing contact. So yeah, I quickly just do both variants, one time lying on the floor and one time on the wall, and then just do a quick handstand, and all this should cover like 15 seconds, so 15 seconds on the bottom, 15 seconds on the wall, and then yeah, let's do that. Let's position the camera somewhere that is good. What? Yeah, I need to put it further back as it's this should be great. This is great. And from there I time the whole thing, and we go to 5 seconds. So the whole thing only records for 5 seconds. Please go to 5, 5. There was it. There. And then we quickly get in position. And we're doing it correctly right away. And from here we go down, and we really push into the this is the one exercise. It's one of the exercises, and then we're going for the second one. 10 seconds. We also go. And here we go away from the wall. Hands up and push into the hands. Push the lower back into the wall. There, now I got it. That's hard. That's so super hard. And release it again. Wait. Let me quickly check how that looks like. Looks good. Oh no, now I moved the phone. Right. The last thing, just handstand. And let's go. Yeah, I think that is kind of the things that were missing in my handstand right now. Kind of like this awareness in the lower back that was missing. Now I quickly, I mean I will figure it out slowly, but that's great. Yeah, awesome. So there's a lot of progress that I made today with these exercises, I guess, because you kind of need to find your exercises that really help you. And the great thing about it, I will be able to do, as soon as I'm able to do really handstand freely, I will be able to create a great video. A video that is really great for beginners, as I'm still a beginner in handstand, and kind of like show my experience with it and what you need to do and what you need to focus on to get better, right? And yeah, like that. I mean, I practice every second day handstands here on this channel. You get super quick, super much better. But the steps, like the improvement is also just one little more step into the right direction, and it's somewhat rewarding. But then it's going really slow, but it's rewarding. You kind of need to find your resources, right? Of what are the right exercises. There's not one video around that really shows you, okay, you need to do this, and then you're fine. I mean, and I can do that in the end, right? I can really do a video that shows you all the exercises that I did and practiced and that I kind of grew with. But then maybe it's much for a beginner to do all the exercises at once, right? So let me quickly post this and kind of think about this. This maybe. Good. And then post this also to the other platforms quickly. And of course, if you have at any point have any questions, feel free to ask. Feel free. Let's also go over to, where is it? could share it here. That looks great. Awesome. Ah, was Lucy here? Wait. No, this can't be. Right, now the meditation was... I just did the meditation. Ah. I don't know. Meditation. Huh, okay. What's happening? I've got a new phone and it's all clumsy. It's like, what's going on? What? No, I'm at the wrong... Oh. Good. Oh no, I forgot to take out the sound. I'm talking. Oh no. Didn't want to. No. Now I posted it everywhere. Oh. I wanted to put sound over, but now I'm... Oh. Okay, it sounds fun. It sounds fun. Okay, whatever. It's fun. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, with that said, I think we're coming to a close very soon. I don't think I will train more today. It's too much otherwise. I already did the TikTok. I mean, I could also record live my vlog. Yeah. Shall we do that? We can do that. I mean, I'm not sure if I should change the topic to in real life or something. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. No, let's not do that. That's too much for today. I'll record the vlog offline. So we're closing it here slowly. So if you have been here for some time, thank you so much. And yeah, I hope to see you very soon again. And tomorrow I'm online again. Have a wonderful rest of the day. And maybe we can go and raid somebody. Let's raid local. And have a wonderful rest of the day, and we're closing it here right now. And let's rate, and bye bye guys. See you very soon. See you soon. Bye.